Yes, in lecture 6 we have eclectic approach. Eclectic approach. What is eclectic approach? Is a method of language learning or teaching that combines various approaches and methodologies to teach language depending on the aims of the lesson and the abilities of the learners. It's just like a cocktail you take from different methodologies so that you can teach the students, and this will make learning very easy process. The eclectic approach combines techniques, combination of techniques from different methods based on learners' needs, context, and objectives. What are the key features? Flexible, context sensitive, teacher as decision maker. What are the strengths? Practical and realistic, adapts to diverse classrooms, encourages teacher creativity. Because you think of your own methodology, you think of your own methodology, you think of your own methodology. Yes, sorry. What are the limitations of this? Requires a strong teacher training, may lack clear structure if poorly applied. So these are some activities. You are teaching, for example, look for the students, mixed ability, limited technology. The scenario. Choose technique from 2 methods and justify your choice. You do these activities. You need to do these activities. Now we come to theories of language teaching, and we came across these, but we come across behavior theory, innate theory, cognitive theory, constructivist, humanistic. So we add like more. We come across behaviorism, nativism, constructivism, and cognitive theory of language. Now we add to them. We need to add this is behaviorism. It's a kind of revision. Stimulus response, learning response to stimulus. This is what we say. Proposed by B.F. Skinner. Behaviorist theory emphasizes stimulus, response, and learning. Stimulate someone by asking, response, and then you reinforce. Language learning is seen as a habit formation. This in behaviorist is strengthened through repetition and reinforcement. Classroom application focus on drills and repetition. Drills and repetition, you repeat. Immediate correction of errors. Teacher-centered approach. These are more activities about behaviorism. Teacher say, I go to school. Students repeat, I go to school. Variation, he goes to school, we go to school. Activity, you do this activity about behaviorism. You do all these activities about behaviorism, you see. All these activities are behaviorism. The second theory is it's all about behaviorism, and then you can add to. Let's go to another theory. Okay, it might not be number 3, like innate theory is by Chomsky. Mechanism of innate. According to Noam Chomsky, the mechanism of language acquisition formulates from innate process. حاجة فطرية. Then we all have what we can call LAD. Language acquisition devices. Input and output. Input is the primary linguistics data, adult speech. General language learning principles, this is the LAD. Grammatical knowledge rules, the child's speech, this is the output. The input and the LAD, which is language acquisition device. Everybody has a device in his mind, in the brain, that helps you to acquire the language. The innate theory proposed by Noam Chomsky argued that humans are biologically endowed with an inborn ability to acquire language. According to this theory, language learning is not merely the result of imitation or reinforcement, but of an innate mental system. في innate حاجة فطرية موجودة في البني آدم تساعده على اكتساب اللغة. Chomsky proposed the existence of a language acquisition device, a hypothetical cognitive mechanism that enables children to discover grammatical rules, generate new sentences, acquire language rapidly and effortlessly. This theory emerged as a reaction against behaviorism, which could not explain how children produce novel sentences they have never heard before. Because of that, not everybody can acquire the language. What are the key concepts of this? Innateness, language ability is inborn. Universal grammar, all human language share common underlying principles. Poverty of the stimulus, the linguistic input children receive is insignificant to explain their full grammatical knowledge. Role governed creativity. Learners create sentences, not just repeat them. Example from language teaching, learning. A child says, I go to school. This sentence was never taught or heard yet. It shows that the child was applied a rule, past simple tense, verb plus ed. No, apart from whether it is right or wrong. This supports the idea that learners actively construct grammar using an innate system. Role of errors in innate theory. Errors are natural, developmental evidence of learning. Once you commit mistake, that means you learn. Unlike behaviorism, errors are not discouraged but seen as part of rule formation. Innate theory in ELT classroom. What is the teacher role? Provide rich and meaningful input, allow learners to experiment with language, avoid excessive creation, especially in early stages. What is the learner's role? The active role maker, natural language acquirer. Activity, then you can do these activities. Decide what the following, if the learner is showing rude learning or not. She buy the new book, yeah. He got home early. They eat it dinner late. Do these activities. You need to do all these activities. So there is a comparison with behaviorism. Behaviorism and innate theory. Learning mechanism, habit formation. Innate ability. Role of errors, hina avoided, here natural. Grammatical learning, imitation, here rule discovery. Learner, passive, hina active. What are the classroom implications? Here you can see this. Here you see أخذنا النظرية يا جماعة بس هنا إضافات لها cognitive theory أخذناه تمام. Learning based on mental process by which learners take in, interpret, store and retrieve information. In the classroom application, the role discovery exercises, you can come to this next time. Like now you can go through those again and again. So next time we'll come to discuss this. I guess we don't need because we come across them, am I right? So I guess you need to go through them quickly and then you do the activities. We stop here on page 50. Then next time we come to social interactionist or constructivist theory. We had it, but we can go through it very quickly. Thank you very much and see you next time, inshallah.